Hey everybody, it's Adam Lambert here, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about my new album, Adam, which comes out on July 10th. I'm really excited about this album. It's my first time releasing an album independently, so I was very much in control of what I wanted it to sound like and what I wanted it to be about. I got to hire some incredible people. I have an A&R person that helped me put it together named Jessica, an amazing executive producer named Pete Nappy, and a handful of really talented songwriters, including Trey Campbell. So I really was inspired by music from the 90s, you know, the cross-section of alternative and electronic music that was popular then really makes me happy. You know, there's bands like Nine Inch Nails, Muse, Massive Attack, Chemical Brothers. So it's like some of it's a little bit rock, and then it goes into even like a little bit of dance. And I like kind of mixing all those genres together like I did on this album. Thematically, I think it was really influenced by my move to New York. I've lived in Los Angeles my whole adult life, but about a year and a half ago, I decided to change it up and sell my house in LA and move to New York City. So that's been a big life change, and I think it's kind of influenced my sound and some of the things that I wanted to write about. You can hear it in the tracks. They're very industrial and kind of metallic and kind of sort of heavy, you know, like concrete or metal. You know, very much inspired by like an urban city environment, which is the case because Los Angeles is spread out and kind of quiet compared to New York. I was in a relationship for 5 years that ended, so that was a big inspiration point. A new chapter beginning was a new inspiration point. You can hear a lot of that material on the very first track called Rat City, which is my little love letter to moving to New York. You know, it's a tongue-in-cheek way of putting it, you know, loving the rats. They're there in downtown Manhattan, so here we come. That's a great first track, I think, because it sets the stage as like a new environment for all this stuff to take place in. The first half of the album is a bit darker. It, you know, after Rat City's kind of fun, and then there's like one other sort of flirty song called Necklace, but it's very heavy, and it's about, you know, objectifying somebody that you find attractive, so much so that you want to turn them into a piece of jewelry. And then the album starts getting a bit darker. We have Eat You Alive, which is also sort of a, you know, it's about attraction and you know, having chemistry with somebody, but so much that it makes you almost like an animal. And then we get into Porcelain, which is a song about toxic masculinity and how men, no matter what your identity or where you're from, we all kind of have this pressure to sort of, you know, be a man, quote unquote, and it can become really a lot of pressure for a lot of men. And I wanted to write about it. And I asked Lexi Liu, who's a Chinese artist, who I met doing The Singer, to come and be a feature on it, which was really cool. Because I'm sure she's had experiences with men that were going through this very thing. The next song on the album is Sanity, and that's a song about, you know, being, you know, in love or attracted to somebody and it makes you crazy. Like you become obsessed and you become, you know, out of your mind because of it. So it's a bit dark. Then we have a song called Cloud 9, which is a bit of an uplifting moment, kind of saying, hey, you know, even if this connection that I have with you ends, it's okay. It's okay. I still love you and I have a place in my heart for you. You know, the highs and lows of love are very extreme on this album. The next song is a song called Am I Okay, which is about a relationship ending and how confusing that time can be. I wrote this about a personal experience, and I was confused at the time. I said, you know, am I okay? Is it going to be worse or is it going to be better? When will I feel it fully? Will I feel it fully at all? There's lots of questions in that one. The next song on the album is called under the rhythm. And this is where the album starts to become a little more upbeat again. This song is about picking yourself up from the sadness and listening to music and looking for connection and dance and movement in order to get past the sad feelings. The next song on the album is called Rage, and this is a song about, you know, sort of embracing your bad habits and vices in nightlife and, you know, realizing that it's probably time to make some changes or, you know, grow out of it. But if that's going to be the case, then you're going to do it one more night as hard as you can. The next song is Real Love, and this is a breezy little electro dance song about, you know, finding real connection and asking yourself, like, ooh, could this be the next person that I fall in love with? How exciting. The next song is called Don't Stop Driving, and this is a song also about a romantic or, you know, attraction-based connection, and it's kind of asking the other person to be the leader, and then trading places, and then you're the leader, and how fun that can be. You know, flip-flopping and switching it up. And then the last song on the album is called Do You See Me Now? And this is a big question after listening to the 11 tracks before and saying, well, now that you've listened to all this and learned more about me, do you see me? Do you actually see me? You know, this is who I am. No apologies. And it's a song with a lot of attitude. And at the end of the chorus, it says, is it cold in my shadow, babe? And that's sort of a sassy way of kind of saying, you know, I feel good, I feel confident, hopefully you can keep up. So that's Adam in a nutshell, and I can't wait for you to hear it, July 10th. Hopefully you're listening to it already, and enjoy. I recommend putting on headphones and going for a nice long walk while listening to it. I think it'll put some extra pep in your step. Thanks, guys. See you soon.